Deep in the world, untouched by man, lay a wilderness. Towering trees clawed at the sky. Sunlight dripped through the leaves. The air hummed with the songs of unseen creatures. This was a place of ancient magic where life pulsed with raw energy. A little stream clear as glass cut through the heart of the woods. It gurgled and splashed, reflecting the sun's rays. On its banks, life thrived. Delicate flowers bloomed, their colors vibrant against the green. The sweet scent of honeysuckle filled the air. This wild place was home to many creatures. Some were fierce hunters, their eyes sharp with instinct. Others were gentle grazers, content to munch on leaves and berries. But all lived within the delicate balance of the wilderness, bound by the laws of nature. The forest held many secrets. Hidden within its depths were ancient groves and forgotten glades. The whisper of the wind carried stories of bravery and cunning, of life and death. It was a place where the unexpected could happen, where friendships bloomed in the most unlikely of places. Atheron the eagle was the king of the sky. His wings, vast and powerful, carried him high above the forest canopy. His eyes, sharp as shards of sunlight, missed nothing. He was a fearsome hunter, respected by all who shared his domain. Sarin the snake was a creature of the earth. Her scales, the color of emeralds, shimmered as she moved through the undergrowth. She was swift and silent, her venom a potent weapon. Many creatures feared her, but Sarin was wise and used her power carefully. Despite their differences, Atheron and Sarin were the closest of friends. They shared a love for their wild home and a deep respect for the other creatures that lived there. They often met near the stream, sharing stories and watching the day unfold. Atheron, with his view from the sky, would tell Sarin about the movements of the deer herds. Sarin, in turn, would share her knowledge of the best sunbathing rocks and the sweetest berries. They relied on each other's strengths, their friendship a testament to the unexpected bonds that can form in the wild. Not all creatures in the wilderness were as noble as Atheron and Sarin. Vuldrak the fox was a creature of cunning and greed. His coat was the color of fire, and his eyes glittered with an unsettling light. He was a skilled hunter, but took pleasure in causing pain and fear. Vuldrak had terrorized the forest for seasons. He raided nests, stealing eggs and chicks. He chased rabbits for sport, leaving them wounded and terrified. His cunning knew no bounds, and his cruelty cast a shadow over the once peaceful woods. Both Atheron and Sarin had suffered at Vuldrak's paws. He had stolen eggs from Atheron's nest, leaving the eagle heartbroken. He had attacked Sarin with a sharp rock, leaving a scar on her scales. They both carried the memory of his cruelty, a burning ember of anger in their hearts. The other creatures whispered in fear of Vuldrak. They spoke of his cunning and his brutality. The once vibrant forest seemed to shrink under his reign, the songs of the birds quieter, the movements of the deer more cautious. Something had to be done. One day, Atheron and Sarin met by the stream. The sun was high in the sky, but a shadow seemed to hang over the clearing. They spoke of Vuldrak's latest outrage, a young fawn separated from its mother, left injured and alone. "This cannot stand," Atheron declared, his voice sharp with anger. "He grows bolder with each passing moon." Sarin nodded, her emerald eyes flashing. "He relies on his cunning, on the fear he instills. He believes himself untouchable." A plan began to form, sparked by their shared anger and their desire for justice. They knew Vuldrak was cunning, but they also knew his weaknesses. He was arrogant, blinded by his belief in his own cleverness. And most importantly, he was greedy. "We will use his greed against him," Sarin hissed, her voice low and dangerous. "We will set a trap, one he cannot resist." Atheron spread his wings, his shadow momentarily blocking out the sun. "Together, we will be his undoing." And so, under the watchful gaze of the ancient trees, the eagle and the snake forged a pact. Their differences, once a barrier, became their strength. They would combine their unique skills to outsmart the cunning fox and bring peace back to their beloved wilderness.